Hi guys, I saw this video on Sweet and Simple Home. She created a video with her 2015 summer bucket list, and I thought that was a really great idea. I always have goals in mind of things that I want to accomplish over the summer, but I never officially write them down and try to do them. It's just kind of one of those things, if I'm in the right place at the right time, I'll end up doing it, and if not, no big deal. But with a little kiddo and mommy brain, I feel like writing it down this year would be a really good idea. My first thing on the list is something that I do every year, and that's to do the perfect cartwheel. And I say it in quotation marks because it is nowhere near perfect. It probably looks horrendous, but in my mind, eventually I will get so good at doing cartwheels that eventually I will do the perfect one. But I'm also afraid that I'm going to get old enough to the point where eventually I'm going to break my foot. But every year it is my goal to do a cartwheel, I guess, to recapture some of my youth. Number 2, I want to go hiking. We used to go hiking a whole heck of a lot. I live in Wyoming, so we have the great outdoors literally in our backyard. So we didn't go as much last year because I was pregnant and it was hot all of the time. I mean, it was 65 degrees, but I was sweating all of the time. And I know that we have limitations, being that we have a little kiddo. We can't do our, weekend backpack trips where we hike 5 miles in, but we can do things where we take a day trip to drive up to the mountains and go for a hike, and I think it would be a lot of fun to start doing that as a family and to encourage those habits of exercise and outdoors in our child. Number 3 is really stupid. I have a trampoline, which I love for no other reason than it's fun, but being pregnant, I had to give it up and it went in the garage and I was really sad, so this summer I'd really like to bring it back out and start jumping on it again. Number 4 is longboarding, and for those of you who are not in the know, a longboard is just like a skateboard, only longer, and there's a lot of bitter arguments between the two sides of which is better, but my husband loves to longboard, and a couple of years ago we spent a good chunk of money buying a longboard and helmet for myself, and I've learned enough to get by, but I'd really like to take the opportunity this summer to get out there and actually try it out and become good at it to the point where I actually enjoy doing it. Number 5 is stargazing, and this might be a little bit difficult to do with our kiddo. Sometimes he can sleep wherever, and then sometimes he's really particular about where he sleeps. So we'll see how this goes. But we used to drive out to the middle of nowhere all of the time and just lay in the back of the truck with our heads facing upwards. And now that I just said truck, I realize we can't take the truck because it doesn't hold a car seat. So we'll have to figure out our new plan. Maybe we'll have to take a tent and set up so we can stay all snuggled and warm, because it does get cold here at night, even in the summer. And so it'd be nice to stay all snuggled and warm, but be able to see the stars without having to strain our necks. Number 6 is take a weekend trip. This one's really difficult for me because I am super frugal. We're in the process of paying down our mortgage and we're about halfway there. We've been here 2 years, and according to my calculations, if we're super budget conscious, we can be done in about a year, which would be amazing. But at the same time, we live in Wyoming. I don't know if we're going to be here for 2 years, for 20 years. I really don't know. So I should take advantage of the fact that we live in such a vacation state and go some places and spend just a little bit of money to see more of the amazing things in this state. Number 7 is do yoga outdoors, and I could totally cheat by just going on my back deck and doing yoga, and we kind of had like a hilly mountain in our backyard, so I would still get the ambiance of it. But I think it would be really neat to go out of my comfort zone and to go somewhere either in the mountains or in the desert or somewhere just completely foreign and be like pretty much the only person around and do yoga. I think it would be incredibly amazing and just give me time to think and to decompress all of the thoughts that are thrown at me every single day. Number 8 is to watch the sunrise and sunset in the same day. it would be really cool to see the whole progression of the day. And I would love to get to the point where I'm sleeping when it's dark and then I'm waking up right before the sunrise every day. Number 9 is to make juice. And we used to do this a lot, and just kind of the juicer has gone into the back of the cabinet and we haven't used it in a really long time. So I would like to get back in the habit of doing it, but for the purpose of this list, I'm just requiring that I do it once and remember how amazing it tastes to have freshly made juice. And that is it for my bucket list. I only came up with 9 because I wanted to make them really easy to accomplish so I don't feel like a failure at the end of this summer if I haven't gone to Europe or learned a new language. So if you have an idea of what I should do for number 10 or 11, 12, whatever, just let me know in the comments below. And let me know what goals you have for this summer. Thanks, y'all. Bye.